lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
What a beautiful morning we have in store for us this morning, and such a fun show. Good morning and welcome to Monday's edition of TV8's Good Morning Vail. This is a live shot of the I-70 corridor. You can see that traffic is steadily moving first thing this morning. Yesterday, we did have some closure on I-70 as they were doing some avalanche maintenance. We have had 346 avalanches over the course of the last 7 days here in the state of Colorado. So avalanche danger is at an all-time high right now. So just be very, very careful if you are getting out there and doing anything in the backcountry. Something to keep you out of avalanche danger is buying an Epic Pass, and the 2020 or 2019-2020 ski season passes are on sale right now. This is the time to buy them because this is when you are going to get those guaranteed lowest prices. There is something else that they are doing. So 11 years ago, Vail Resorts kind of did this giant initiative and changed the game of buying a ski pass altogether because it gave you access to so many great lifts, and it was affordable and efficient because you got so many great places to go skiing. Well, now they're doing something called Epic for Everyone, and what this means is you can customize your Epic Pass. So you can maybe ski one day a season, but you do want that Epic Pass benefit. This is going to get you those benefits. Or maybe you want to ski 7 days and you can buy this Epic for Everyone pass as well. Or maybe you want to ski every day possible, like some of us here in the valley, and then you just get that straight Epic Pass and get out there and enjoy them. The Epic for Everyone works on all North American resorts, so it is really nice because there are so many places here you can go, including Vail, Beaver Creek, Keystone, Breckenridge, so much more. So make sure that you look into getting your Epic Pass right now, and then keep yourself a little bit safe out there and out of the backcountry while we're having such a high avalanche danger. Eric, speaking of avalanche danger, you kind of are a backcountry guy. So what's the weather out there like right now since you're on the back patio? It is a beautiful morning though.
It is indeed a beautiful morning out here, Maddie. I came out to try to see the sunrise. It's still a little bit too dark thanks to that daylight savings time that we went through yesterday, but eventually we'll start getting some gorgeous sunrises for you here on TV8 Good Morning Vail. As far as avalanche safety, kind of staying out of it. Like you said, just using the Epic Pass to stay safe right now and ride some chairlifts while things settle down out there in the backcountry. And we are in March officially. That means it's springtime, and there's two annual events that go on in Vail every spring, and I'm going to run through them with you. The first one is Pink Vail. This is a celebration to benefit cancer research and cancer research donations, and then donations for patients. So all the donations raised through Pink Vail benefit the local Shaw Cancer Center. And they're all underwritten by Vail House, so it's health. So 100% of donations from Pink Vail go to benefit cancer patients and cancer research. This event is happening on March 16th, primarily situated around the Golden Peak base area. It's just a celebration of life and a hope to get a bunch of money that can go help benefit the Shaw Cancer Center. So you can register right now for $35, get it yourself, or start a team. Make sure to wear pink. There's going to be costume parties, and it's just a great celebration all day long, but it also has a great benefit. And then finally, one of my favorite events of the year, it's sort of the kick out of the season. It's the Spring Back to Vail celebration. It happens the week before Vail Mountain closes, so that's April 11th through the 14th before Vail closes on the 21st. There's free concerts in Ford Park on Friday and Saturday night. And then all throughout the weekend, there's celebrations going on at the various decks of Vail. There's a challenge to go visit every one of the decks, and then there's scavenger hunts, and the best part of the Spring Back to Vail celebration is the annual World Pond Skimming Championships. So these happen on Sunday at the base of Golden Peak, and people wear costumes and they try to jump this big jump and do backflips and then ski across a pond. It's ridiculous. It's amazing. You're going to want to be there April 14th. You're going to want to stick around for our entire Good Morning Vail show today. We're going to have Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue in the studio. We're going to be seeing a beautiful property from English Pringle and Volkers, plus a whole bunch of fun with myself, Maddie Evans, and Ashley Prill live on First Share giving us conditions report. But first, a look at the weather.
I'm Stacy Cook with the U.S. Ski Team, and you're watching TV8 Vail.
Avon Liquor, putting you in the spirits.
Hey, I'm here with Tegan Davis from the Eagle Valley Library District, and today we have it's all in the bag. What is that?
It is a book kit bag. It comes with 10 copies of books along with a notebook to help book clubs with discussion, and it's all in one kit, so book clubs can just come in, check out 10 copies, distribute it among their members, and then talk about it the next month. We have 43 titles that anyone with an EVLD library card can come pick up.
Okay, that's amazing, but you know, being part of a book club, I might be like taking my time. How long do you get to check it out for?
You can check it out for 6 weeks.
Really?
So that hopefully will get everyone up to speed, and so when you have your next meeting, you can all chat about the same title.
I mean, this is amazing. It's just one thing that our libraries offer, so make sure to check them out. evld.org for more information.
Part of travel is the journey, and it's not only about where you're going, but how you get to your destination. With over 35 years of experience, Epic Mountain Express is the best way to begin your trip to the Rockies. Enjoy complimentary Wi-Fi and relax in the comfort of our shuttles and SUVs. With service out of Denver International and Eagle County Airport, trust our professional drivers to get you there in confidence and comfort. Start off your trip right with Epic Mountain Express.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Sun and Ski, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Well, welcome all you spring breakers into our valley. I hope you're ready for a wonderful week. But first, we got to get through the temperatures of Monday. So let's take a look at that hourly forecast here. Starting off around 17 degrees at 8 a.m. Keep in mind that's at the base of Vail Mountain and Vail Village, so a little cooler up at higher elevations, but pretty comfortable throughout the day. So we're looking at 30 degrees around noon, getting as high as 36 later on this afternoon. And thanks to daylight savings times, we should be losing light right around the 6:50 to 7 p.m. point this evening. So awesome stuff for that apres deck scene today, right? Maybe a little bit of sprinkles throughout the day too, but we should be fairly dry, and that's a result of this high pressure system that's kind of hovering over Colorado right now. Now to the west of us, there is a little bit of a low high pressure ridge mix and some moisture down south. Now we are expecting some snow later on in the forecast. That's if that southern moisture shifts its way up to us, because right now we've kind of got a blank gap in the jet stream that could bring any Pacific moisture to us. So for the moment, we're expecting cloudy but dry conditions into tomorrow on Tuesday, and potentially that southern moisture arrives to us Wednesday and Thursday before we really turn into springtime Friday and Saturday, get those high 30, low 40 temperatures. Gorgeous sunny blue skies. Thanks to Sun and Ski for sponsoring this weather. Coming up next, we're going to check in with Maddie and see what it's like out on Vail.
This resort report is brought to you by Inspirato. Experience the world's most exclusive vacation homes.
If you have not been up on the mountains recently, you are severely missing out. The snow has been so fabulous. I was out there on Saturday at Vail Mountain, and literally anywhere you went on the mountain was absolutely incredible. So right now is the time to get out there. I heard yesterday was a perfect day up on the slopes, and I'm excited for a day like today. We are expecting to see a little bit of snowfall, maybe throughout the course of today, but those warmer temperatures making things nice and beautiful out there. We did have no new snow last night, but hopefully in the next 24 hours we start to see some fresh snowfall. We do have a 90-inch snow base right now, so it is a nice full snow base. Over 5,000 skiable acres over in Vail right now, so it is a great place to get out and maybe enjoy the entire mountain. I started in Golden Peak on Saturday and then slowly traversed my way all the way over, and it is really, really fun out there. You can see how well the snow is holding up too. This is the time of year to get out. Spring skiing is one of my absolute favorite times of year, especially to stay on the trails. We are going to learn a little bit more about that because we do have Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue. But first, we're going to go check in with Ashley and get a look at Beaver Creek's conditions.
Hey, thanks so much, Maddie. So I'm making my way up the Centennial Express gondola, and I'm just about to get off the top here, but really great conditions at Beaver Creek. 100% open today, so that means all 23 lifts are currently turning. You'll find 150 trails. In the last 7 days here at Beaver Creek, 31 inches of fresh snow, and in the last 48 hours, 3 inches. So we are looking really, really good for our season to date. And you're just going to find some great groomers out here, and also just the fact that, you know, it's 100% open. The coverage is fantastic, and it's going to be such a good day to get out here also because it's going to be relatively warm. Once again, it was about 19 degrees at the base as I was making my way up on the lifts. And good morning. Oh my gosh, you guys, I got to show you something really fast. Let me set my board down here. But look, would you look at the start of our sunrise this morning? Oh man, I love daylight savings time and the way that we have those later sunsets. But we are starting to see some beautiful pink hues over the Gore Range this morning here at Beaver Creek. Coming up next, we are talking with Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue. He has some great information about keeping us safe here in the Vail Valley every day.
During your first Inspirato vacation, you'll notice that something is different. The beds are made. The dishes are done. You're not worried about what comes next because it's all been taken care of. The kids are getting along, and your spouse has never seen you so relaxed. Everyone truly important to you is gathered together under one roof, and each moment is a reminder you've arrived. Inspirato, luxury vacation homes and experiences.
Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. Hey, goodbye.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
Since I've started skiing, I barely knew how to put on 2 skis, and now I've really progressed and I'm able to ski nearly everything on the mountain. There's always something out there that you could learn. Tricks in the terrain park, how to ski moguls better. I learned stuff that's fun and stuff that I can do with my friends.
I didn't expect the program to be this rewarding for somebody who's been a skier for so many years. It has made it so much more fun. Anybody could benefit from the ski program.
Well, with all the great snow that we've been having lately, you might be tempted to want to go explore the backcountry, or maybe just curious about how to properly stay safe when it is time to go in the backcountry. That's why we've got Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue here, always bringing on interesting stories and some great tips for staying safe out there, Dan.
Great tip right now from me and the Colorado Avalanche Information Center is don't go in the backcountry.
Yeah, just not worth it.
It's not worth it. Avalanche, you know, we'll talk about avalanches later, but it is very, very dangerous. For the rest of the world, we did 4 missions last week. We're now up to 42. That's 1 mission every 1.6 days. getting tiring.
Yeah, when do you sleep?
Well, basically, when does the mountain close?
Yeah.
And when do our guests leave? That cuts it down a bit, but not that doesn't go away. A couple of the usual stuck snowmobilers. In one case, they got out on their own with some conversation. In the other case, we had to send 2 sleds out after them. They were stuck up on Muddy Pass. Muddy Pass called Muddy Pass for a reason. There's a lot of water up there, and right now it's in the form of snow.
Yeah.
And you can bury your sled real easy. And there was one really good rider who got his sled buried badly, but he kept digging it out and running and digging out and running, finally got out, had real good position on the other 2 that had abandoned their sleds and were walking. And so we sent some guys in, and there's a little sketchy part in there that the folks had to be real careful on, but we got the 2 guys out.
Yeah, that's fairly out there to be thinking about walking back.
Yeah, it's a very long walk because they were on, if you looked at your map and saw the words Muddy Pass, that's where they were, right on top of Muddy Pass. So that was very special. We had our own avalanche in the valley, in town actually. It was in the town of Minturn on the Minturn Mile. We'll talk about that in the next spot. But we also have a missing skier on Vail. This gentleman was skiing by himself. Was last seen February 28th. He's a Chinese national, didn't speak English, and wasn't reported till March 7th. By the time he didn't show up where he was supposed to be, and messages and communications get around. His survival chances are infinitesimal. I'm not going to say he can't, because I've seen people survive very interestingly. But he's probably someplace in Vail Mountain. Could be any other number of other places, but that's the smart money bet, is he's probably someplace in Vail Mountain. And we're going to be looking for him as snow conditions permit. There's between when he went missing and yesterday, there's 50 inches of snow on top of him. We spent Sunday talking to the family, which is always an interesting conversation in these things. And skiing alone, or riding alone, or kayaking alone, or paragliding alone, or doing anything here alone is basically a very bad idea.
Yeah, that's the big tip out of this one.
That's the big learning here. Don't do things alone. Had he had somebody else with him, he might not have gotten in trouble. If he got in trouble, somebody else would have been able to report it. We'd have known where he was, had a better chance of somebody knowing he's missing. All these things happen when you have somebody with you, and don't happen when you're alone. Now, it's a rule most of us break various points in time. I break it, but I've got 2 radios hung on me, and if I don't squawk at a certain point in time, people will come looking for me, and both those radios give you a very nice location of where I am.
Yeah.
So things like that work, but still, I'm skiing real safe and real conservative when I'm skiing alone.
Yeah, for our spring breakers that are just joining us, if you do want to leave your group, just make sure to stay on a trail.
Oh yeah.
And be able to communicate. So.
And don't leave your group. I mean, it's critical in the backcountry. It's a damn good idea, even on the mountain.
Yeah. I mean, this is a perfect
fun.
example.
Hey, you took a digger, good, I'll laugh at you.
Yeah.
Those things are always fun.
Those are the memories you make.
Yeah, it's the memories you make, and sometimes the enemies, but that's the way it goes.
All right, well, thank you very much, Dan. We'll be right back with the avalanche tips we're going to get into in that next interview. But first, we're going to check in with Maddie and take a look at the weather.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Boost Oxygen. Don't let altitude ruin your Rocky Mountain experience. Help is here.
This is a live shot looking down from patrol headquarters up in Beaver Creek, and you can see that we are going to start to see that sunrise here pretty soon, except we are going to see some cloud coverage first thing this morning. Hopefully it may be some possible snowfall throughout the course of today. We are expecting to see those warmer temperatures on a day like today, though, with that kind of cloud inversion that we have sitting above us. We will see a little bit of break in cloud coverage, maybe some sunshine peeking through here and there. Does look like first thing this morning we are going to start out with those cooler temperatures into the high teens, 17 degrees around 8 a.m., a 20% chance of precipitation. Then by noon, that's going to ramp up to a 50% chance of precipitation, a high of about 30 degrees. By 4 p.m., 36 degrees, a 55% chance of precipitation. And then later this evening, those temperatures are going to start to cool down, but that chance of moisture is going to slowly dwindle away. If you are traveling along the I-70 corridor, maybe headed eastbound down towards Denver, temperatures temperatures down there are going to be nice and warm, 49 degrees and mostly sunny skies down in Denver, 32 in Vail, 37 in Avon, then 43 in Eagle. And you can see here in Eagle County, we are expecting to see that little storm front that we have coming our way. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow it doesn't look like we are going to see any precipitation, maybe just a little bit of cloud coverage. Then on Wednesday, a 75% chance, Thursday, a 30% chance, and then into the weekend, we are expecting to see beautiful sunshine and those nice warm temperatures. So it is going to be a great weekend for Pink Vail. Get out there and enjoy it. We want to thank Boost Oxygen for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're having a hard time acclimating to the altitude, Boost Oxygen is the remedy you need. Coming up next, we're going to talk more with Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue.
Lion's Head Jewelers. A mainstay of Lion's Head Village for more than a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery is home to the largest selection of one-of-a-kind designer jewelry in the Vail Valley. Come see our breathtaking array of museum-quality fossils, meteorites, and collectible minerals. Explore Lion's Head Jewelers. Spend an afternoon with us. You'll come in as a customer and leave as a friend.
Vail and Espanol magazine. Write your success story. 100 elegantly printed pages will show your product in a massive but personalized way to allow your business to grow in a preferred and exclusive brand. Advertise in Vail and Espanol magazine, a window to the world with a Latin taste.
We gave you guys some safety tips for skiing on mountain in our last segment with Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue, which is to say, don't ski alone out here on your spring break. Have fun with a group. And now we're going to get into some avalanche talk here because it is such a unique avalanche season for us.
Boy, is it ever. I mean, you've seen all the news media photos of these massive avalanches running down to the highway and taking trees and everything else with it. My personal favorite is the one on 91 where you can see about that much at the top of 4 cars.
Yeah.
That's a big avalanche. Well, avalanches go in all sizes and shapes, and if you get on CAIC's website, you can see some nice videos of a lot of avalanches. But avalanches will kill you stone dead. And they will kill you places where you didn't think they were. The one last week on the Minturn Mile. This is a backcountry way out of Vail Mountain that takes you to the saloon in Minturn. Please don't count this as an endorsement to go use it.
But not right now.
I don't even get free drinks at the saloon.
Take the bus there.
Take the bus there. It's so much more fun. But this ran towards the end of the mile, 2 avalanches. They were reported to ski patrol and to us by somebody who skied through them. They're all way big enough to kill you. They're probably 100 by 300 roughly. They're full of logs, they're full of trees, so this is not a place where avalanches normally run. You've skied it many times, and it's not where people expect an avalanche. Well, this one came coming down out of the northeast, which is also kind of an unexpected direction, and it could have definitely taken somebody out and definitely killed someone. Several people kind of got us information on it, people who were already on the mile and happened to ski through it. We didn't go in. Normally in an avalanche, in a normal season, we'll find a way to get somebody to the side of it with an avalanche beacon, just to listen, to see if there's anybody in the slide and to look for clues. That wasn't possible this time, so we don't go in.
Yeah, I mean, the Minturn Mile is just a deep valley choke point there, so there's no safe way to access that.
Remember what our rule is. We're here to help you solve your problem and not die in the process.
Yeah.
That could have been a die in the process moment. We're not going to experience those.
Yeah.
So when you're in backcountry, and there is no such thing as side country. If you're outside the rope, you're in an uncontrolled area, it's backcountry. Minturn Mile's backcountry. If you're in there, you're on your own. You need to have people with you. You need to have the right gear, and you need to have people who know how to rescue you, because they're the ones that are going to save your life. We're just going to be bringing your body out, and probably not a job you want us to engage in with you.
Yeah. The scary thing about it happening on the Minturn Mile is that it is so renowned for being sort of your end-of-the-day party lap down to the saloon. And if it's so unsafe out there to cause a slide around the mile, it's just quite telling to don't even bother with any of it.
2 slides, one further down than the other, which was smaller, but the bigger slide was beyond what we call it, where the gate is. You don't want to be in those. I mean, it's if you read some of the hut books, you see people that have been in some slides that were not massive, and it's a big ha-ha. No, it's not a big ha-ha. Not with this stuff in it. One of those logs is going to come down and trip your ankles out. You're going to go down, and the next log is going to hit you in the head, and it's good night, Irene. You really don't want to do that.
No, people have the assumption because they've seen ski or snowboard movies where you're like swimming out of an avalanche, but in that case where it's forested, you can't stay afloat.
And you know, normally the 2 safety things are ski the trees and ski over old avalanche debris. Some of the avalanche chutes have loaded 3 and 4 times and run each time, so the debris safety factor's out. And old growth forests are getting taken out by avalanches, so ski the trees is not a safe factor. Ski below 25 degrees. Below a 25-degree slope, you're probably going to be safe. Best answer, the one with 100% certainty, don't go in the back till this settles.
Yeah, just stay in the resort until it's going to be great snow on resort until May time frame when the resort's closed, and then the snow should be well compacted for us out there. Yeah.
Till then, be real careful, and if you're not really, really good with really, really good people, stay out.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Dan. I appreciate those words of caution and definitely words of wisdom for our audience as well. And if you do happen to get in any trouble, Vail Mountain Rescue is there for you, but not to put their lives at risk. It is a free service. Just call 911, and you will get access to Dan Smith and Vail Mountain Rescue.
There's a lot of younger people.
Yeah. All right. Coming up next, we've got more TV8 Good Morning Vail.
This UV forecast is brought to you by Supergoop, the official sunscreen of Vail Resorts. Enjoy the day, but first, sunscreen.
Just the last remnants of a spectacular sunrise. One of the best parts about daylight savings is being able to see that sunrise first thing in the morning up here. Now today we're going to be seeing our UV index going up to a 4, so we do have quite a bit of cloud cover, but you know, it's always a good idea to put that sunscreen on each and every day, and we always recommend at least an SPF 30. And if you go to supergoop.com today, they're doing their friends and family sale, which is 20% off, which they never do, and it only lasts to tonight. And you know that they're pretty innovative with their sunscreen, by the way. They're the first company to ever create a sunscreen mousse. They also have some sunscreen mists that work with makeup ladies. So check them out, supergoop.com for more information. And again, that 20% off sale is only going on through tonight. All right, we have more coming up, including a look at what's happening. That local weather forecast will tell you about that snow that's headed our way.
The most discerning travelers trust Inspirato with their vacations. And the savviest property owners trust Inspirato with their homes. When you own a beautiful property, it should be cared for by professionals and maintained by a team committed to turning an idle residence into a lucrative investment. Because the most stunning vacation homes aren't just rented, they're a carefully crafted experience. Managed, staffed, and unlocked by Inspirato.
Peter Barclay. I'm the Assistant Director of Programs for Youth Power 365. This year in summer we did about 680 children in our programs. It's definitely a challenge, but it's what our community needs, so we're willing to do what it takes to make it happen. We've seen our donors, our volunteers, our staff pull together to support our students because we believe in what we do. Every child has someone that loves them in our program.
Indoor and outdoor allergies can stand in the way of enjoying the moment. Allegra is the fastest non-drowsy allergy relief. In just 1 hour, it starts tackling tough allergy symptoms for 24 hours of relief. Get back to the moment with Allegra.
This weather report is brought to you by Supergoop, the official sunscreen of Vail Resorts. Enjoy the day, but first, sunscreen.
Ashley just gave us a shot of the tail end of that sunrise, and this is a live shot looking up towards Beaver Creek Mountain from down here in Avon, and you can see how nice and blue everything is first thing this morning. It kind of has that blue haze to it, and we are only going to continue to see a little bit of cloud coverage throughout the course of today because of we do have a little bit of snowfall coming our way, a 20% chance around 8 a.m. and then around noon it's going to ramp up to a 50% chance. By 4 p.m. it's going to be 55. We are going to see those temperatures warm up quite a bit though. Starting at noon, 30 degrees, 36 around 4 p.m. and then later into this evening, that's when we are going to see those temperatures slowly start to decrease and cool down. If you are traveling along the I-70 corridor today down in Denver, the temperatures are going to be nice and warm, almost 50 degrees down in Denver. It looks like they're going to see some fabulous sunshine, but up here in the mountains, 32 in Vail, 37 in Avon, 43 in Eagle, and you can see here in Eagle County we are expecting to see that cloud coverage and maybe a little bit of precipitation. We want to thank Supergroup for bringing you this weather report this morning. Coming up next, we're going to take a look at the road conditions with Eric.
Roads are looking pretty clear on this Monday morning. We didn't get really any precipitation last evening. Not expected to get too much today. Maybe a little dusting. The big fear if you're driving I-70 is just that freeze-thaw effect where it warms up today, causes some water to accumulate on the roads that potentially freezes overnight. But while we've got a little gap in the snowstorm, and since I know we've got so many spring break visitors in town, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of advice on a traffic feature that exists in our valley that you may not have occurred before. And I've definitely seen some people with red license plates, which are typically rental cars, struggling to navigate this traffic feature. So I'm going to give you guys 3 tips to make sure you can utilize these as efficiently as us locals. So this is a lovely roundabout, my buddy here. So the first tip you're going to want to remember when entering a roundabout is you always yield when you're entering the roundabout. That's because if you're in the roundabout, you have the right of way. So don't stop in the roundabout. Never stop in the roundabout or yield once you're in the roundabout because you have the right of way. And the third tip, if you're on the outside lane, the right-hand lane, you are expected to make a right-hand turn or go straight. Never make a left-hand turn from the outside lane. That causes a lot of confusion. That's because the inside lane is expected to make the left-hand turn or go straight. So if you're trying to make that left-hand turn from the outside lane, you could potentially cause a collision or cause the roundabout traffic flow to stop moving, which then decreases the efficiency of the roundabouts. And we utilize these so we don't have to utilize stoplights around our valley because, again, it increases efficiency. So always yield before you enter, never stop in the roundabout, and the left-hand lane is the one that makes the left-hand turn. Now, coming up next, we've got more TV8 Good Morning Vail.
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
We're inside the Coyote Cafe in beautiful Beaver Creek, Colorado. Jeff Forbes, the owner of this great establishment, has been here for, we were talking off camera, probably, what, over 3 decades?
Oh yeah, it's been here, my brother started it in 1983. It was called Drinkwater Park. My brother and a few partners. And in '88, I came and changed the name, came over from Aspen, changed the name. And so this is our 30th year as Coyote Cafe.
How'd you come up with the name Coyote Cafe? What was it? Anything specific?
No, it was actually just driving over one time between here and Aspen, and I was talking to my girlfriend, and she's like, well, Coyote Cafe, that sounds good. We didn't even know about the one in Santa Fe at that point.
That's a fun story, true. And it's been here for, once again, decades, and really it's one of those places that when you're in Beaver Creek, or even in the Vail Valley, you have to come and check it out. And you get a lot of locals, a lot of visitors, and you pack this place up, it seems like, on a regular basis, right?
We do get pretty busy, absolutely. Some of our busiest times are World Cup. I don't know if you've ever been here for World Cup, but...
a lot. I love the World Cup.
We're kind of compared to, there's a bar at the Honeycomb called, I'm blanking on it.
The Honeycomb Bar.
The Honeycomb Bar. We're kind of compared to that by the Europeans. We get a lot of Europeans in here during World Cup. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, that is so neat.
Yeah.
So probably for the World Championships, it must have been mayhem, huh?
It was mayhem, for sure. We also tent the outside area, which gives us a little bit more space if it's more people in.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. Good international crowd.
So obviously you guys have a great menu, a vast menu, some great, obviously fish tacos, a little bit of everything. Those coyote nachos are some of the world famous food you offer. And then you have a great selection of craft beers, draft beers, and also those fresh made margaritas.
We mainly do either Southwestern food, or we also have the taqueria, which is really pretty traditional Mexican food. We also have burgers, a few sandwiches and salads for the people who don't like Mexican food. As far as our craft beers, all of our craft beers are from Colorado. We go through a pretty long process in the fall of trying to pick out what we think are the best beers and put them on our menu. All our margaritas are fresh squeezed, lime juice, orange juice, agave nectar. We actually even go down to using bottled water for our water that we add to the mix instead of tap water.
Looking good, smelling good, so nice. Let's talk about, besides the food and the bar, you also have a great atmosphere. You got a lot of TVs, a lot of stuff happening here action-wise. Yeah.
We do have 6 TVs if you're a sports fan, but we also have the big screen, which is a 14-foot diagonal. It's huge. We put ski movies on there, or if it's a really big game, sometimes we put games on. Super Bowl will be showing, things like that. Yeah.
Okay, now I hear rumors about this Mug Club also. What is that all about?
Well, the Mug Club is kind of a deal for the locals, and they can buy a mug at the beginning of the season. Their first beer is free every day they come in.
Okay.
And,
that's great. I hear a lot of people that partake in it, and they are all locals for sure.
For the most part, we'll get a few tourists who get lucky enough to buy one.
And they might be people that, even though they're tourists, they might frequent coming to the Coyote Cafe when they're around Colorado.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's pretty interesting how many tourists or guests that we see that come back year after year after year, and it's pretty funny how many actually maybe lived here at one point and now they're married and they met here. I can't tell you how many people that have met here that are married now. It's really funny.
That's such a good story. Now, your location, let's let people know where you are.
Right next to the main ticket office. You can go from the mountain down 2 escalators and we're on your right.
All right, Jeff, thanks for your time. Check out coyotecafe.net or also swing us out at Jeff and the team at the Coyote Cafe.
This weather report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. 3 villages, hundreds of brands, one great Rocky Mountain location.
You are looking at a live shot from River Run over in Keystone this morning. That's located in Summit County, which is also where you'll find the outlets at Silverthorne, right at exit 205. They're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. today. And right now, over at Samsonite, up to 50% off their luggage. So if you need to get some new luggage to head on home from spring break from all of your purchases here, head on over and get some great deals at Samsonite. Now today we're starting off with some partly cloudy skies this morning, and then we are expecting to see some snow developing a little bit later on in the day, but this snow will be focused on the southern mountains as far as accumulation is concerned. So we could still see some snow showers today, maybe just some light snow, but we're really not looking at a whole lot of accumulation until later in the week. And temperatures will be in the 30s down in the village. They're also going to be in the 30s up here on the mountain. It is a very mild morning, very quiet, very serene. There's not even really much of a breeze here at mid-mountain at Beaver Creek. So I'm right around 10,000 3,200 feet, and it's just very calm so far to start off the day. Now, we'll continue to see at least a chance of snow really through the end of the week, and Wednesday and Thursday, we could potentially see anywhere between about 6 to 12 inches out of that system, and then we'll start to see things clearing up by the time we get to the end of the week, and then it looks like we have maybe a week of some sunshine in our forecast. So things are always changing here in the mountains, and if you want to be ready for them, head on over to the outlets at Silverthorne and get yourself set up with 30 to 70% off name brands every single day. Coming up next, we have some great tips for you about how to keep your pets safe in this winter weather.
Only the best. Lion's Head Jewelry Fossil and Mineral Gallery, voted top 50 designer jewelry retailer in the country by JCK in 2009, featuring the largest collection of fine, designer, traditional, and contemporary jewelry. Lion's Head Jewelers, the most unique collection of decorative art in the Vail Valley. Lion's Head Jewelers, museum-quality collection of fossils, minerals, and meteorites dated 40 to 500 million years old. Lion's Head Jewelers, located in Lion's Head on the corner of the ice skating rink.
Every cancer, every color. Pink Vail is the world's biggest ski day to conquer cancer. And this year, our theme is Every Cancer, Every Color. Because Pink Vail funds fight all cancers, not just breast cancer. So get your costume together for March 16th, pink or any cancer color, and know that 100% of the donations to Pink Vail will benefit all cancer patients at Shaw Cancer Center in Edwards, Colorado. Save the date. Pink Vail is March 16th, 2019.
We are seeing those cooler temperatures. This time last year, we were seeing some nice warm days filled with sunshine, and the snow was really starting to melt off. But now that we are continuing to see some snowfall and those cooler temperatures, we just want to talk about how to keep your pet nice and safe out there. You always think of putting your pet in the car during those hot summer days is very dangerous for them, but also doing it during the cold is very dangerous for them as well. So you need to make sure that you are keeping your pet somewhere nice and safe. Bring them inside. Let your pets live amongst you inside. It is nice and cold out there. Some dogs have some nice thick coating to them. Maybe they have those 2 layers of fur. Those dogs have an easier time regulating their temperatures, but if you have a dog with short hair like my little dog, his name is Chippy, then make sure that you are buying them sweaters. Chippy, I know personally, loves his jean jacket. He wears it when he goes outside in all of that fresh new snow. He has a bald belly, so it keeps him nice and warm out there. That is something that you do want to consider. And then as they're pouring antifreeze and putting that salt on the roadways, maybe if you're out walking your dog along any of the fabulous paths around the valley, make sure that when you get home after your walk, you are washing them off. Paws, legs, and belly. That way you are getting any of those chemicals that kind of remain out in the snowbanks off of them. That way it doesn't irritate their skin later. Also, if you are walking, make sure you're checking their paws constantly, because there are things that can happen to dogs' paws throughout the course of being out there, like cracking, or maybe that those chemicals get down in there and start to give them an irritation. Another dog that we love to talk about up here at TV8 Vail is Willie, the mountain safety dog. He is the first mountain safety dog. He is absolutely adorable. These are some videos of Willie when he was just a little puppy, and Willie's main goal in life is to keep everyone safe out on the mountain. So he goes with his owner, Mark Carl, to make sure that everyone is staying as safe as possible up on Beaver Creek Mountain. Now we're going to take a closer look at Willie, the mountain safety dog.
Engel & Volkers is committed to providing the highest level of service to buyers and sellers in the Vail Valley. With decades of experience marketing Vail Valley properties, we are backed by a global company with over 800 offices and 10,000 agents worldwide. This extensive international network offers unparalleled national and international exposure for our most exclusive listings. To learn more, stop by our Vail Village or Beaver Creek offices and meet with one of our exceptional advisors.
Find your new floor today. We can install it right away. Our full-time staff of professionals will install your new floor to the highest quality standards. Your new floor comes with a lifetime installation guarantee. With over 150 choices of beautiful hardwood floors and luxurious carpet in stock now, you'll find the perfect new floor for your home. Because at Rugs Benedict, we know floors.
My son, Forrest, he was born while my husband was deployed. I video chatted the entire birth. I had great connectivity. His entire platoon was standing next to him. They kept telling me, you gotta push, you gotta push. They all got to meet Forrest all together, about 50 of them, and they all started crying. It was the sweetest thing I have ever seen.
There for you when it matters most. Unlimited on the best network now comes with Apple Music on us and $300 off our best phones, only on Verizon.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
Rise out there, looking out at the Holy Cross Wilderness. That's from the top of Eagle's Nest, top of the Lion's Head or Eaglebahn gondola over in Vail. I love sitting out there in the summer and checking out that 14er range that's over there. It looks pretty great snow-capped right now too. And you got Game Creek Bowl nestled behind you down there, Vail. What an epic mountain. Look at the temperatures for the day too. Talk about epic. We are getting to that springtime, warm temps, fun in the sun, but maybe not so much sun today. Starting off around 17 degrees at 8 a.m. It's going to get as high as 36 degrees later on this afternoon. About a 50% chance of light trickles of snow throughout the course of the day, but nothing prominent that's going to build up on the runs, just a little snow, but really comfortable temperatures for getting out there. And before we get into that 5-day forecast, let's see if we can predict some trends, see what's going on to the west of us where the moisture typically comes from. So we currently have this high pressure ridge over Colorado right now. That's what's giving us this drier conditions. And just to the south of us, you see down here right at the border of Mexico and Arizona and New Mexico is a little bit of a moisture storm. Now typically moisture comes from the west, from California, but as a result of the jet stream track here, that is where we're expecting this moisture to potentially be arriving from. As we take a peek at that 5-day forecast, that is in the form of that 75% chance of precipitation on Wednesday. So that is if the jet stream brings that currently southern moisture up to Colorado, we will see some snow, but we're at only at the 75% mark, and likely not too much, maybe 3 to 6 inches out of that storm. Then on Friday and Saturday, it's the days you've been dreaming of. The reason you're here, spring breakers. Bluebird, great snow, warm conditions, amazing time. So keep those fingers crossed for that sunshine to come this weekend. And thanks to GMC for sponsoring this weather, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts. And coming up next, Maddie's going to give us some advice on what lens is perfect for these light conditions.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years. Eyepieces of Vail will help you see and be seen.
The reason that I'm choosing this goggle lens right here is because it covers such a broad spectrum of light in one goggle lens. Oakley, the Prism lens technology. There's 3 lenses that cover the broadest spectrum of light. They are the jade, the sapphire, and the torch. So based on kind of what colors you like to see more visibly, then this is going to be the lens for you. All of them start with this rose-based tint, so that allows you to see on those days like today, when they are nice and cloudy. And then as it gets sunny out with that mirrored lens, it's going to allow you to see when it is beautiful and sunshiny without it hurting your eyeballs. And yes, I did just say the word sunshiny. And hopefully that's what we do see over the course of the next few days after we start to see that precipitation. So this is a great goggle lens. It'll get you through the week just perfectly. So make sure that you stop by any one of the goggle bars or Eyepieces of Vail. Go to their goggle bar. It's right there at the top of Bridge Street though, and try on as many goggles as you want, because this lens in particular comes in so many different colors. Just one more quick tip with goggles: if you do get any moisture on the inside of the goggle lens, you want to avoid touching it at all costs, because once you wipe that out of there, there's no way to put it back in there. There's an aftermarket product that you can buy, but it's not going to be near as good as the stock product that comes in it. We want to thank Eyepieces of Vail for bringing you this Lens of the Day report. Coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
The extraordinary is ski school at Beaver Creek. It's having your own mountain guide, honing your skills, enjoying expedited lift access, and being treated to world-class adventures. Belong in the extraordinary. Book online for guaranteed best pricing.
Yo, check this out. Get up, you're embarrassing us.
Welcome to the block party.
That's cold. Mountain Dew Ice, the clear, refreshing lemon lime dew.
The extraordinary is ski school at Beaver Creek. It's having your own mountain guide, honing your skills, enjoying expedited lift access, and being treated to world-class adventures. Belong in the extraordinary. Book online for guaranteed best pricing.
Welcome to Mine House Bed and Breakfast right here in Avon, and I'm here with its owner, Todd. Todd, Mine House Bed and Breakfast, tell us a little bit about how many people you can accommodate and what the accommodations are like here.
Okay, so it's a bed and breakfast, not just a standard hotel room, not a condo, not a rental house. But we kind of incorporate all the aspects, what we think the best aspects of each one of those things. Plus, you have your own maids and people to make your breakfast in the morning, and people to talk to as well, as far as what's going on in the valley and the things that are to do around here. So we have 2 houses right next door to each other. Each house has 10 bedrooms. Every room has its own bathroom, shower, has its own TV. You have internet, Wi-Fi internet throughout the houses, so you have good access to all your electronics and that kind of your modern conveniences as well. One of the things we like to do, we want to try to make it homey. So our motto is make Mine House your home in the heart of the Rockies. So when you check in, a lot of people are kind of weary and that kind of stuff. So one of the first things we like to do is we like to offer a bottle of water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then since if you make mama happy, you make everybody else happy. So we always try to cater to the women especially. And that's, sexist that I am, we try to take care of mama. So so one of the things we do is we give a flower to the couples and the nice young ladies, so you can pick out the rose that you would like.
Oh, I might just have to take all of those. That's so nice. But what a nice greeting when people come in, and definitely not just your average hotel greeting.
Right. So we bring people in. We have them sit down on the couch in the office. We find out what they're doing. We try to optimize what their vacation experience can be. We give some advice on what to do, what to see, so they and try to improve what they think their experience is going to be, and try to give them concierge and personal service kind of stuff. So we're trying to make everybody comfortable and feel at home.
Oh, I love that. And then when it comes to the different rooms that you have, they're not all the same, right?
No, it's so these started out as houses. They were specifically built to be a bed and breakfast. So we have some safety features with alarms and sprinklers and that kind of stuff. But every room is a little bit different. So we have 4 rooms that have just queen size beds. The rest of them all have king size beds. Total of 18 rooms, 14 king size bedrooms. They also are a little variety of different layouts and amenities. We also have one that's a condo, that's a queen size bed with a pull out. So we have a variety of things you can choose from. We have 4 different kind of sections to the duplexes, so it's perfect for weddings and families and reunions and that kind of stuff. So we can kind of isolate you or put you together and put you off in a corner and have your own private experience as well.
That's amazing. And then it's right here in Avon, so the location is really close to just about everything. And if people want to go ahead and book with you, what's the best way to do that?
So we're on all the standard internet travel agency websites, all the Expedia family, all the Booking.com family. So between those, there's about 250 different websites in 40 different languages. We have our own as well. You can book directly through us or you can give us a call. So our website address is www.meinhaususa.com. So it's Meinhaus USA, spelled the German way. So once again, it's www.meinhaususa.com. Or you can give us a call, 970-949-4287. And we answer the phone. Personally, we don't put you on a hold or anything like that. We answer the phone, we talk to you, and we find out what you need, and do our best to take care of you and make you feel at home and one of the family.
I mean, I already feel like I'm right at home. So make sure to get online or give them a call and book your stay today.
First Chair is brought to you by Sun and Ski, your new mountain sports headquarters.
All right, a big thank you to Sun and Ski. And right now they are doing a big sale. So they have up to 50% off all of the winter apparel from this season. They also have up to 60% off skis and bindings and boots. And then another thing that they have right now is 20% off their snowshoes. So if you've never had your own pair of snowshoes, it's so much fun, and right now with all of the snow that we've been getting, it's a really great way to get out and to get a workout, and especially for a day like today where we're not really expecting a lot of accumulation. Right behind my shoulder we have the Strawberry Park Express lift. It's going to be hard for you guys to see it on the GoPro, but just over these trees right here is where McCoy Park is, and this is kind of like the hidden gem of Beaver Creek. You take a lift up to the top of the mountain, you can see 3 different mountain ranges from that spot, and there's over 32 kilometers of groomed and also some rustic snowshoe and Nordic trails over there. So you can head on down to Sun and Ski, get yourself a pair of snowshoes at 20% off, and then maybe head on up the Strawberry Park Express lift and go explore McCoy Park as one of your days while you're here in the mountains. It's a really great option, especially if you just need a little break from skiing and snowboarding, or if you don't ski or snowboard at all. It's a great way to see the environment and also get a really awesome workout. Coming up, you can see that we have a lot of cloud cover out here to start off the morning, but we do have some exciting things in store besides just clouds. We're going to take a look at your local weather forecast next.
This weather report is brought to you by Supergoop, the official sunscreen of Vail Resorts. Enjoy the day, but first, sunscreen.
I have a perfect spring day, great 36-degree temperatures. The snow is going to soften up and it's going to be an absolute blast out there. It's not too much snow accumulation expected today, maybe none because we're only set at a 50% chance. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's take a look at that hourly forecast for the day here. Things starting off around 17 degrees at 8 a.m. at the base of Vail, so a little cooler as you increase elevation getting up on the mountain, getting as high as 36 degrees by 4 p.m. and sunset thanks to the daylight savings time should be right around the 6:50, 7 o'clock point today. As we're taking a look at temperatures around the state of Colorado, Denver down there in the Front Range, you guys are expected to see some sunshine at 47 degrees. Cloud cover predominant throughout the west of Colorado, 37 in Steamboat Springs, 36 in Telluride, and 49 in Grand Junction. And looking ahead into the 5-day forecast, we are expecting another dry day tomorrow, 47-degree temps though, so really comfortable out there. And then a storm that's kind of brewing in the New Mexico-Arizona region could potentially be moving into our zone by Wednesday, bringing us just a few additional inches of snowfall before we get to the weekend, and that springtime skiing really kicks in with those bluebird days. Perfect for going to visit some of the decks on Vail Mountain or snowshoeing around McCoy Park like Ashley was just saying. And thanks to Supergoop for sponsoring this weather. And coming up next, a full hour of Good Morning Vail.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Hey, good morning, Vail. Live from Beaver Creek this morning. The Centennial Express gondola is getting fired up. It won't be open to the public for another half an hour. At 8:30, the lifts start turning. But right now, they're just getting the employees up on the mountain to get ready for another great day. And hey, if you want lift access to Beaver Creek and also to Vail and also to the other resorts that Vail has in North America, right now, the Epic Passes are on sale. You can go to epicpass.com. And something brand new that they have for this upcoming season is called Epic for Everyone. This is a celebration of the Epic Pass, really revolutionizing the ski industry about 11 years ago. And as such, they have decided to make the Epic Pass available even for people that are just purchasing day passes. So you can go online. It's kind of like the Epic Pass buffet. You can go through and you can pick out exactly what you want. So you can add holiday access, you can add, Beaver Creek, Vail, you can maybe choose to go over to, Heavenly, or maybe you want to go up to British Columbia, but you can add whatever it is that you like, and it's up to about 50% off from lift ticket window prices. So check that out at epicpass.com, even if you're going to be coming back just to ski 1 or 2 days next season. Now, another reason to be here at Beaver Creek to go skiing is called Bloom. It's all about Beaver Creek extraordinaire. It's your opportunity to get out on the mountain with your friends and family and then celebrate even further down in the Beaver Creek Village. And what's really cool is that over the next couple of weeks, they're going to have ski-in movies. That's going to be taking place tomorrow night right there by the ice rink. They'll also have fairies, and they have ice sculptures. They have music. They're going to have a sock hop, and they have sparklers. And it's just such a great time to celebrate spring while you're here in the Rockies. And all of it is free, so it's right at the base of Beaver Creek, right next to the ice rink. So after you finish your day, grab your warm chocolate chip cookie at 3 o'clock, head on down for the celebration. Now coming up, we are going to be celebrating here on Good Morning Vail for the second hour of the show. We're going to celebrate by giving away some free stuff with Watch and Win. We also have some beautiful properties to show you. We have more information about your weather, your roads, and of course, your mountain conditions. So good morning. We're so glad you're joining us, and we'll be right back with a look at your local weather forecast.
Good Morning Vail is brought to you in part by Helly Hansen, alive since 1877, proud uniform partner of Vail Resorts.
Since I've started skiing, I barely knew how to put on 2 skis, and now I've really progressed and I'm able to ski nearly everything on the mountain. There's always something out there that you could learn. Tricks in the terrain park, how to ski moguls better. I learned stuff that's fun and stuff that I can do with my friends.
I didn't expect the program to be this rewarding for somebody who's been a skier for so many years. It has made it so much more fun. Anybody could benefit from the ski program.
There are those who stand forever ready, ready to defend the nation, ready to fight for what matters, no matter what.
Let's go! Get my round in there!
Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
When you're here in Colorado, you are at altitude and maybe feeling these signs of altitude sickness. You may feel better by giving yourself a boost. Be prepared for those negative effects of altitude with lightweight and portable bottles of Boost Oxygen. Available in 3 sizes. Even choose from our aromatherapy options. It's easy to have with you anywhere, even at the summit. We're available at retailers, hotels, and resorts, including these. Post up and tag us. We'll share your adventures. Enjoy your time in the Rocky Mountain region. Give yourself a boost.
The Extraordinary is ski school at Beaver Creek. It's a learning environment tailored to your child's every need. It's a guarantee that by the 3rd day, children 5 to 6 will be skiing Hay Meadow Park, and students 7 and older will graduate to Red Buffalo Park, our mountaintop dedicated learning area. The Extraordinary is passing your love of skiing onto your children. Belong in the Extraordinary. Book online for guaranteed best pricing.
This resort report is brought to you by TV8. Find us on Twitter at TV8 Vail, Instagram at TV8 Vail, Colorado, and Facebook.
Well, if you've just visited the Vail Valley Beaver Creek Vail Resort, you've probably been falling in love because we've had such incredible snow. But what you may not know is that the summers are almost just as amazing as the winters here. There's always a little saying for the locals that you come for the snow in the winter, but you end up staying here for the rest of your life because of how beautiful it is in the summer. That sort of used to be a little bit of a secret, but I guess the cat's out of the bag now because I'm going to tell you about all the fun events going on this summer. You're going to want to book those summer vacations right now, because every single month throughout the course of the summer, there's something fun happening at Beaver Creek. It kicks off in May with the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue Festival. Tons of delightful barbecue tents scattered throughout Beaver Creek Village and great local craft brews from around the state of Colorado. And then in June through August, every single Thursday, there's a rodeo that goes on in the town of Avon, and then a rodeo party that goes on in Beaver Creek, and then you shuttle your way down to the town. That's an absolute blast. Then that brings us to July, where there's of course an Independence Day celebration, July 4th. And then in August, you've got the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival, which is my personal favorite. I love to taste as much of the whiskey as I can. There's always different unique flavors of whiskey out there, but also a wine festival, so you can get unique varietals from around the state of Washington, California, or even globally. Some New Zealand wines are great. And then it ends in late August, early September with the annual Oktoberfest. So every single month, we've got you covered here in Beaver Creek in the Vail Valley with fun events. Pick one of those, book your vacations now. Come join us in the summer, see how amazing it is. Now let's check in with Maddie, see how amazing today's going to be with a look at the weather.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Christie Sports Ski and Snowboard Shops in Vail Village, West Vail, Beaver Creek, and Avon.
It is beautiful out here right now first thing this morning, and we are going to see those temperatures warm up. It definitely feels not as chilly as it actually is. Those temperatures first thing this morning starting out into those high teens, and it definitely feels warmer than that first thing. And as today continues, we will see those temperatures progressively warm up quite a bit. 30 degrees around noon with a 50% chance of precipitation. And then around 4 p.m., 36 is going to be the high around 4 p.m. with that 55% chance of precipitation. Around 8 p.m., we are going to see those temperatures start to decrease and that chance of precipitation kind of just fade off. If you are traveling along the I-70 corridor, maybe headed eastbound down towards Denver, 49 degrees and mostly sunny skies down there, 32 in Vail, 37 in Avon, 43 in Eagle, so it is going to be nice here in Eagle County with that chance of precipitation that we do have. And then as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, on Tuesday we are expecting some nice warm temperatures. 47 degrees is the high for Tuesday. The low is going to be 30 degrees, but then by Wednesday we will see those temperatures start to decrease quite a bit. 32 is the high on Wednesday with a 75% chance of snowfall, a low of 15 degrees. Then on Thursday we are going to see those temperatures drop even more, 26 degrees on a Thursday with a 30% chance of precipitation, an evening low of about 3 degrees, and then into the weekend we are expecting to see that beautiful sunshine. So Friday and Saturday it is going to be nice and warm and sunny. It's going to be a perfect day for Pink Vail. We want to thank Christie Sports for bringing you this weather report this morning. I always am wearing something from Christie Sports, so today my nice stance socks are from Christie Sports. Make sure that you stop by one of their 4 locations in the valley and pick up some fabulous items. Maybe if you're a spring breaker, they've got some good ski stuff that you absolutely need. Coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
First Chair is brought to you by Christie Sports Ski and Snowboard Shops in Vail Village, West Vail, Beaver Creek, and Avon.
All right, yeah, Maddie, me too. I always have something on from Christie Sports. It's where I get everything. Now, today I'm showing you a little. This is the beavers. These are the namesake for Beaver Creek. Usually these guys are up on a kind of a statue, but nope, covered in snow right now because of that 31 inches we've seen the last 7 days. Now, did you know that Beaver Creek was actually talked about being a resort about 5 years before Vail even opened? But it wasn't until the 1970s when Denver was awarded the bid for the Olympics, the Winter Olympics, that things really started to heat up. Of course, eventually the voters decided not to have the Olympics here, mostly for environmental reasons, but they had already decided that if the Olympics were happening, that the alpine events are going to be taking place here at Beaver Creek. So that's when things really started rolling. And the resort didn't actually open until 1980 because the Olympics were not held in Colorado, so they had a little bit more time to develop things the way that they wanted. But Spruce Saddle right here, which is what you're looking at, this was the only permanent structure on the mountain when the resort opened in 1980, and at the time it was very revolutionary for its architecture, and it actually won an architecture award. But of course, when it opened in 1980, Beaver Creek was not what it is now. It opened with 6 lifts, and right now you're gonna find 23 lifts, and all of them are open today to get out and ski and ride on. So definitely a good time to come on up, take some turns, and maybe stop on into Spruce Saddle and enjoy the history in the only permanent structure that was here when it opened in 1980. All right, coming up next, we have some information about avalanche safety for you.
Hi, I'm Dan Saline, owner of Carrots Jewelers, located on East Meadow Drive in Vail Village. I've been a custom jeweler in Vail for more than 38 years. At Carrots, our passion is designing exclusive custom jewelry that features one-of-a-kind designs. Stop in and visit Carrots, a working studio gallery of fine art jewelry. To learn more about our custom designs, call 970-476-4760 or visit our website, carrotsvail.com.
Part of travel is the journey, and it's not only about where you're going, but how you get to your destination. With over 35 years of experience, Epic Mountain Express is the best way to begin your trip to the Rockies. Enjoy complimentary Wi-Fi and relax in the comfort of our shuttles and SUVs. With service out of Denver International and Eagle County Airport, trust our professional drivers to get you there in confidence and comfort. Start off your trip right with Epic Mountain Express.
There's something fresh going on at the Coyote Cafe. Sip an all-natural margarita and share some Coyote nachos. Really hungry? Jump into these fresh sizzling fajitas or one of our classically prepared Mexican dishes. Try our fresh, never-frozen half-pound burger, classic blue cheese, or go ahead and throw a little bacon on there. Not enough? You gotta try the signature Chili 14, 7 fresh peppers and 7 dried chilies combined to blow your mind. Freshen things up at the Coyote Cafe, Beaver Creek's first restaurant and bar.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
Head to Bistro 14 for lunch and relax with breathtaking views of Mount of the Holy Cross. This mountaintop eatery is perfect for the whole family with a kids menu, ski-in, ski-out access during lunch, and also open for dinner by riding the Eagle Bond Gondola. Vail, like nothing on earth.
Well, as a result of all the great snow that we've been getting, it's getting kind of tempting to go out in the backcountry. That's why I wanted to take a moment to, one, discuss avalanche safety, and kind of give you some alternatives to maybe prepare yourself for entering the backcountry once it does settle down and snow compaction rates start to melt everything together a little bit. But for right now, it is very extreme avalanche danger in the backcountry. That's because we've gotten a lot of wet and heavy snow up to 50 to 70 inches, especially at higher elevation. So what we're looking at now is the sort of avalanche map across the various counties that the Colorado Avalanche Information Center provides. That's avalanche.state.co.us to get to this map. And the red and orange essentially means don't touch it. So as a result of the high moisture content, kind of heavier snow, and the amount of it that fell on top of snow that had gone through a bit of a freeze-thaw cycle and made it kind of slippery and easy for the snow to run, that heavy snow just wants to start running as soon as any pressure is applied to it. So that's why the avalanches are so dangerous. So right now, a good thing to do is get your skills ready for going out in the backcountry, maybe in mid-April or early May, once the sun has allowed all the layers to compact themselves together so that you don't have multiple weak layers. So a good way to do that is find an area where there's a mellow slope around 20 degrees and practice your skinning, or even inbounds. You can make your way up Arrowhead in the Beaver Creek area or up the Lion's Head side in Vail early morning, and then find yourself an area maybe in the trees, or like Hay Meadow Mountain outside of Minturn is great for this, and practice digging a snow pit. And what digging a snow pit is going to allow you to do is see through all the various multiple layers of snow. It kind of allows you to get a good understanding of what's going on underneath the ground. So this is a great picture of a snow pit, and you see they've got things marked off where you've got a few inches of top layer snow and then another few inches of older storm system snow that has slightly started compacting it together, and then below that, that's where you've got this what's known as a hoar layer that can cause fracturing and extra compaction of the light snow on top of it. So the snow is going to want to break off on top of that weaker layer and then cause things to run. And that's where the big danger is right now, is that we've got 50 inches of heavier snow on top of that weaker layer. So as soon as you make a turn on a steeper slope, you're going to cause all of that big heavy snow to go running down that weak sugary layer. And it's really interesting if you can find a safe place to go out there and dig an avalanche pit. You're just going to want to make sure you've got your nice little avalanche shovel with you to dig that pit. You also want a little probe to measure those depth levels. And even if you are practicing on Vail Mountain, always a good idea to have your avalanche beacon with you. Maybe you can bury it somewhere in the trees and do a little practice run with your friends, so if anything does happen, you're all well aware of how to search for avalanche beacons. Stay safe out in the backcountry. Just don't go there right now. Wait a few more weeks so you can stay safe. And coming up next, we're going to check in with another look at the weather.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Inspirato. Experience the world's most exclusive vacation homes.
This is a live shot in Mid-Vail, and you can see that there is some snow on the ground. We are continuing to see that snow, although we didn't see any in the last 24 hours. It is staying on the mountain pretty well, and you can see that for today we do have some chances of precipitation throughout the course of today. A 50% chance around noon, a 55% chance around 4 p.m. and that's when those temperatures are going to warm up pretty nicely. 30 degrees around noon, 36 degrees around 4 p.m. and then later this evening we will see those temperatures start to decrease. 31 degrees around 8 p.m. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, maybe you're headed eastbound down towards Denver. The temperatures down there are going to be nice and warm, 49 degrees. Down in Denver, it looks like they're going to see quite a bit of sunshine, but up here in the Rockies, 32 in Vail, 37 in Avon, then 43 in Eagle. And you can see here in Eagle County, we are expecting to see that precipitation and moisture throughout the day. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow we are expecting to see just a little bit of cloud coverage, but no real chance of precipitation. 47 is the high for tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, 32 degrees is the high, a 75% chance of moisture headed our way, a low of 15 degrees. So those temperatures are really starting to decrease. On Thursday, a 30% chance of precipitation, 26 degrees is the high, and then the evening low is only 3 degrees. Into the weekend, though, we are expecting to see that beautiful sunshine and those nice warm temperatures coming our way, so it is going to be a good time to get out there and do some spring skiing. We want to thank Inspirato for bringing you this weather report this morning. Now stay tuned because we've got more Good Morning Vail and a watch and win coming up.
During your first Inspirato vacation, you'll notice that something is different. The beds are made. The dishes are done. You're not worried about what comes next because it's all been taken care of. The kids are getting along. And your spouse has never seen you so relaxed. Everyone truly important to you is gathered together under one roof. And each moment is a reminder you've arrived. Inspirato. Luxury vacation homes and experiences.
Here at Beaver Creek, your day doesn't just end with skiing and riding on the slopes. There's so much more that happens right here on the plaza where we're standing, Sarah.
Absolutely. We always have something going on here in Beaver Creek, from our ice skating rink right behind us, that's open every day, to great offerings for the whole family. Thursday Night Lights is a huge tradition here. Our glowworm ski down and fireworks every Thursday, to our Fun Fest every Saturday afternoon with games where kids can win prizes. So much going on. You'll always want to check beavercreek.com to take advantage of what we've got going on after you're done with the ski day.
And then, of course, you always bring in new things to each and every season. Tell me about this Beaver Creek Extraordinaire.
Beaver Creek Extraordinaire is our new après-ski offerings during our holiday time. So during holiday, President's Week and spring break, complimentary activities on the plaza here, movies, food, so much more. Check it all out, beavercreek.com.
Wow, that's right. Don't miss it. beavercreek.com. Go check it out.
Welcome to Boone's Wine and Spirits, where we're buying big, selling low, and having fun. This store offers the largest selection of beer, wine, and spirits. Alongside 42 cooler doors, this wide array of choices is accompanied by a knowledgeable staff and 5 in-house sommeliers. You are sure to find something that you cannot live without, or something you just have to try. Come on by, say hello, we hope to see you soon.
I'm here with Peggy Ziglin, the mayor of all things shopping and deals, the outlets at Silverthorne. Peggy, when it comes to shopping at the outlets at Silverthorne on a daily basis, you find incredible deals.
You can. You really need to just keep your eyes open, keep your heart open to different opportunities, go to the back of the store, go to wherever it takes, and find these treasures because you will never forget them. It's memorable.
Oh, it really is. It is an experience. And,
It
you know,
is.
speaking of treasures, we have some incredible models that are here with us today to show us some of their Under Armour great apparel that you can find at some great prices.
Amazing prices. Athleisure is where the world is at right now.
Mhm.
And here, no better to show us than is our beautiful Carissa. And she has on Under Armour. She's got that graphic tee, which I love, with that metallic influence on that. She's got her knit cap, of course, which is so popular. She's got her Under Armour fun top, her sweatshirt, and she also has her leggings, which have that beautiful peach color as well. And then, if that weren't enough, her fabulous Speed Form Sling Slot shoes. Wow. $326 would be retail. With her savings card, she will actually spend $180 head to toe, saving $156.
Saving $156. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I love that.
Exactly.
And the savings just continue, though. It's not just for the ladies.
No, absolutely. So here's Kristen, and he went to Under Armour, and he also found a great outfit he can wear just about anywhere, whether it's athleisure, going to school, going for a bike ride, a hike, whatever. He is dressed ready for all those gals to take a look at. He's got his knit cap, he's got his fabulous Under Armour backpack, his 3/4 zip top on, and then he also has on his gray sweatpants, his gray short sleeve tee, and then his gray beanie, of course, like we said, and look at those fabulous shoes. Whole outfit would be $235, comes to $135 with his savings card. So he's saving $99.
That's incredible.
Isn't that
And
incredible?
I love that there's so many different ways to mix and match and really, incorporate it into the wardrobe that you have now.
Absolutely. You don't have to buy it all. We're showing it all.
But you can, and you're going to get a great
Key pieces
discount.
will make your whole wardrobe look brand new.
I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
Okay, so Brianna has on Under Armour. She's got that gray long sleeve top. Gray is such the hit color. It's becoming a neutral, but we've emphasized that Under Armour logo with that pink, which is so great, more feminine. She also has on her fun sweatshirt, which is tied around her waist, and she also has her sweatpants on, all done in that eggplant purple. Shocking purple, love it. Her striped backpack. Her whole outfit would be $279, comes to $185. She's saving $95. Way to go, Brianna.
Yeah, way to go, Brianna. That is saving.
Isn't that great?
a lot of money on and it's so
yes.
cute.
Yes. So she can have more for her next member of her family, her
Right,
sister, let's say.
Exactly. Yeah, if she wants to share.
Absolutely. We'll pretend McKinley is her sister. So here's McKinley, and she's in a unisex kids fabulous outfit. She has on her black fun 3/4 tee top. She's got a graphic tee underneath that in red. She's got her sweatpants on, and look at those fabulous speed form shoes and great hat. She would normally spend about $170. She's going to spend $85 with her savings card because you can save 20% on one item. Way to go, McKinley.
Incredible.
Isn't that
Okay,
great?
so you have to get your VIP savings card, and where do you get this?
Go to customer service. That's down from, remember Starbucks, and remember Under Armour, because they're right on the end in the Green Village, and say, I saw this on TV8, I'd like my savings card. It's totally free. So you'll save at Under Armour, one item, 20% off. So why not?
Why
Take
not?
the most expensive item and get 20% off.
Head on over to the outlets at Silverthorne today, located right at exit 205. Stop on Under Armour and look as great as this crew.
Lion's Head Jewelers. A mainstay of Lion's Head Village for more than a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery is home to the largest selection of one-of-a-kind designer jewelry in the Vail Valley. Come see our breathtaking array of museum-quality fossils, meteorites, and collectible minerals. Explore Lion's Head Jewelers. Spend an afternoon with us. You'll come in as a customer and leave as a friend.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. Hey, goodbye.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
I go to a lot of different music festivals, a lot of different concerts, and when I'm in these large crowds, even when I'm with tens of thousands of people, and I just love being the friend with service, it's really cool to be able to take a photo, take a video, be immediately able to post it on my social media. Because I am tall, I get that good kind of view on the stage. Amazing.
There for you when it matters most. Unlimited on the best network now comes with Apple Music on us and $300 off our best phones, only on Verizon.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Beaver Creek Presents Extraordinaire Afternoons of Wonder in Beaver Creek Village.
The sun is rising over to the left of this shot of Beaver Creek Village, because to the left would be to the east. But it's a little cloudy, so we're not seeing that gorgeous sunrise quite yet this morning, but it's going to be a beautiful day out there on this fabulous Monday. Hopefully the start of everybody's spring break celebrations. Saw a lot of people in town last evening just arriving for spring break, so hopefully you guys have a fabulous week. Little mix of cloud, little mix of snow, little mix of sun throughout the course of this week. For today, it's that little mix of cloud day. Starting off at 17 degrees at 8 a.m., temps climbing to as high as 36 degrees later on this afternoon. Just about a 50% chance of snow. Not anything heavy accumulation-wise, just kind of a little bit of a trickle throughout the course of the day. And then around the state of Colorado, Denver's really the only place that's going to see some sunshine today. 47 down in the Front Range. From Denver to the west should be cloudy throughout the course of the day. 37 in Steamboat, 36 down south in Telluride, and 49 further west in Grand Junction. Then looking ahead into the 5-day forecast, you'll see we've got some precipitation planned for Wednesday. There's a little storm brewing to the south of us that hopefully rises its way up to us and gives us a few additional inches of snowfall by Wednesday to Thursday. And then that gorgeous sunshine should be arriving this weekend. That's what you're here for, spring breakers, or bluebird skies. So a little bit of patience and then we'll get there this Friday and Saturday. And thanks to Beaver Creek Extraordinaire for sponsoring this weather. And coming up next, we're going to check in with Ashley live on Beaver Creek.
First Chair is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active.
All right, I've officially been cleared to check out the conditions. 276 inches so far season to date here at Beaver Creek. Right now there's an 81-inch mid-mountain base and the groomers are perfect. Let's check them out together. Now the resort is 100% open today, so all 150 trails, all 23 lifts are turning, and you know what? Visibility is pretty good, but I'd still bring a low light lens with ya.
Hi, I'm Chris Anthony, professional skier and one of Warren Miller's film athletes. I love snow and so does Chaos. CTR by Chaos Hats is my choice for smart and protective headwear gear. Here's a few of my favorite models of CTR for staying warm and outside this winter. The Mistral Pro Balaclava can be worn under the helmet or alone. This hinge allows you to adjust the windproof face mask for mixed conditions. Another great way to stay warm is the CTR's modern single-seam UHB balaclava, which is antimicrobial and super breathable, clean lines for the discerning alpinist. The Headwall Versatile Glove is lightweight, stretchy, wind and water resistant, and it has a smartphone sensor thumb and index finger. Whether it's on the slopes, hiking, snowshoeing, Nordic skiing, or ice skating, Chaos has the winter gear solution. Find us at these stores.
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
One of my most favorite mountains on the Epic Pass is Park City Mountain, located over in Utah. It is a fabulous mountain. There is so much terrain there that you can ski. Maybe you're feeling ripping those groomers. They've got great groomers there to ski, but maybe then you're feeling like getting out there and doing a little bit of hiking. You can go hike some pretty great terrain up on Park City Mountain as well. Or maybe you're looking for a great place to ski some fabulous trees. McConkey's Bowl is the place to be for that. If you have not been to Park City and you do possess an Epic Pass, make sure that you get out there and you enjoy all of the vast terrain that Park City has to offer, because it is so incredible. Now we're going to take a closer look at Park City, because there is only one Park City.
Park City was a ghost town. The mining was no longer profitable, so they decided maybe a ski area would be a good idea.
Park West. Whether you're a skier or a snowboarder, you'll find an abundance of terrain to choose from.
Make up that time. He's only 0.83 off the finish. The crowds are unbelievably supportive, and that's the best part about it, is being an American racer and racing in a place like this where the crowd just yells and screams.
USA! USA! USA!
Well, the International Olympic Committee has decided to award the organization of the 19th Olympic Winter Games in 2002 to the city of Salt Lake City.
A pretty good storm 7 to 10 days ago, and we've got another big storm coming in tomorrow. Hopefully the new year brings our annual 350, 400 inches of snow here at the end.
Town is the incredible value. You've got the restaurants, you've got the bars, you've just got the ambiance. It's perfect.
After major infrastructure improvements, Canyons is now one of the largest and best-in-class ski resorts in the nation.
We've announced a $50 million transformational capital program that's going to connect Park City Mountain Resort with Canyons, creating the largest resort in the United States, over 7,300 acres. The centerpiece is the Interconnect Gondola, which will connect Park City Mountain Resort with Canyons. The snow hut is going to be torn down and a brand new lodge built. The King Khan Quad gets replaced with a detachable 6-person lift. In addition to the King Khan lift is the upgrade of the Mother Lode lift, accessing some of the best terrain on the mountain faster than ever before.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
Still a little cloudy starting off today. We kind of expect that to continue throughout the course of the day, as well as we're looking at a live shot from patrol headquarters at the top of Beaver Creek out towards the south over that direction. We can kind of see the Wild Ridge neighborhood across the highway over there. Despite the cloud cover today, it's going to be a warm and fairly comfortable day out there in the ski slopes. Still some leftover powder to be found, maybe on the sides of the runs or in the trees. Get out there and enjoy it. Starting off at 17 degrees at 8 a.m. Temps are going to climb to around 30 by noon, top off at 36 degrees later on this afternoon. We do have about a 50-55% chance of precipitation. Nothing to cause any serious accumulation that we're expecting. Now, before we get into the 5-day forecast, let's take a peek at the national map, try to predict some potential weather patterns coming in our future. So right now, Colorado does have a big high pressure system sitting right on top of it. Hence, our more dry weather that we're experiencing right now, which will carry over into tomorrow. Now, the big thing to note is down south here around the New Mexico, Arizona, Mexico border and this low pressure system. Now, typically the jet stream is going to be sweeping from west to east, just bringing us consistent storms from California, Washington, or Oregon. But this time, since it does have sort of a northeasterly flow to it, the precipitation that we're noticing down here should be arriving to us in a couple days if everything goes according to plan. And I was checking with our friends at Open Snow. You can download their app, always a great resource to see powder. They're saying potentially up to 7 to 12 inches over the course of Wednesday through Thursday. That would be great news, because then on Friday and Saturday for the weekend, we're going to get some bluebird skies and really comfortable temperatures. And thanks to GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts, for sponsoring this weather. And coming up next, we're going to give away some prizes. You've been waiting all morning.
Yeah, we're going to give away some prizes live from the slopes here at Beaver Creek. Now, I mean, who wants to pay for souvenirs when we could give them to you for free? So this morning, we're going to be giving you not only a TV8 beanie, but also the TV8 buff / net gator. This is something you can use in the winter and also in the summertime. And then on top of that, we're going to give you a can of Boost Oxygen, which is so great for performance every single day. It can help you sleep better. It can also just help with some of the symptoms that you kind of feel when you get to altitude, especially if you're coming from sea level. So some of the nausea, some of the headaches, it can really make a big difference for you. So we're going to give you a can for free this morning. But here's how you're going to have to win. You have to answer my trivia question. So here at Beaver Creek today, we have a ton of snow, 81-inch mid-mountain snow depth. But how much terrain, percentage-wise, is open today? Is it 75%? Is it 60%? Is it? Tell me what the percentage is of the terrain that's open here at Beaver Creek today. Give us a call at 970-754-8888. Give us a call. Let us know the amount of terrain that's open here at Beaver Creek today. All right, stay with us. Keep on calling. You could be our winner. And we have so much more still ahead, including some beautiful real estate and more shots live from the mountain.
Ready to hit the slopes? Buying or renting the right gear can make or break your trip. Luckily, Outdoor Divas, the nation's first women-specific ski shop, is your expert in women's ski equipment. Our specialized staff has been making women and vacations happy since 2002 with comfortable fit solutions for every shape and size. Swing by our friendly ski boutique and let us outfit your vacation with the best gear, geared just for you.
During your first Inspirato vacation, you'll notice that something is different. The beds are made. The dishes are done. You're not worried about what comes next because it's all been taken care of. The kids are getting along, and your spouse has never seen you so relaxed. Everyone truly important to you is gathered together under one roof, and each moment is a reminder you've arrived. Inspirato, luxury vacation homes and experiences.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
Being outdoors has always been a big part of my life.
I was diagnosed with stage 4 melanoma 2 years ago, and I haven't been on skis for 17 years.
Chemotherapy is a just magnificent opportunity.
Chemotherapy is a dream come true.
Good Morning Vail is brought to you in part by Helly Hansen, alive since 1877, proud uniform partner of Vail Resorts.
If you have Looking to be a fractional owner here in the Vail Valley, we've got the perfect property for you with England Volkers, and I've got Karin Millett here to give us some great information. Karin, thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
I mean, we were talking off camera about this property, and it is prime location.
It really is. Right in Vail Village, across the street on one side from the Four Seasons, on the other side from the Sun and Alp Resort, on Meadow Drive, which is the pedestrian zone. So you have the shuttle going every 10, 15 minutes right to the lifts practically. It's about an 8-minute stroll to the lifts from the Sebastian. So it's perfect location. There's probably 10 restaurants within 3-minute walk or so, galleries, boutique shopping, and then not to mention, you know, the mountain, which is why we're all here, right?
Exactly, and you and I were also just talking about how fabulous the skiing has been. If you've not been up recently, severely missing out, because you were telling me Highlands, way steep.
Yeah. We were skiing the Highlands trees and glades, and it was probably up to our thighs. Just incredible. I think we're at maybe 110% of normal, and this is still, March is typically our highest snowpack month.
Yeah.
Which is great.
That's why owning a property here in Vail is like perfect, because then you can get all of the best skiing in.
Yeah, and the Sebastian offers 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom residences, fractional residences, and a 100-room hotel. It has this particular residence that I have listed is 2 weeks of ownership, one this week in March. So great week in March, and then 1 week in the first week in August, which is another great week for Bravo Music Festival, International Dance Festival. The amenities at the Sebastian are just wonderful. You've got an outdoor pool with 4 hot tubs that you just saw in a waterfall. This is the hotel lobby. Off of the lobby is a spa and a fitness center. Full concierge service, year-round storage for all of your sports and clothes, equipment, on-mountain ski valet for your skis, boots, so you don't have to schlep your stuff back and forth to the mountain, which is so nice. Just walk over in your regular shoes. And then daily housekeeping, fitness center. I mean, the list just goes on and on.
A perfect place to be.
It's perfect. It's turnkey. Vacation is turnkey. You don't have to worry about anything. It's very family friendly. There are a lot of activities for teens and toddlers that are pre-planned, that are included. There's a teen room with an arcade. There's an on-site restaurant with room service. So for only $205,000, someone who comes to Vail, you know, every year and has been thinking about maybe owning in Vail, this is a great opportunity to own. It's fully deeded, fixed week in a 3-bedroom, 3-bath.
Which, I mean, is perfect for a family, but then it's those baby steps that bring you into Vail, but then make you want to live here year-round.
Exactly. I have a lot of owners who started with fractional ownership just to sort of test the waters, and they end up, you know, stepping to whole ownership, where they have something year-round.
Well, and we were talking, winter is great, but summer is even better.
Yeah, as the saying goes, we come for the winter, for the skiing, but we stay because of the summers, right?
Exactly. So what's the best place for people to get a hold of you to see this property if they're interested while they're here right now?
You know, we have 2 locations. We have an office in Beaver Creek and one in Vail Village, just across from Solaris. So and from the parking structure. They can also call me on my cell phone, 970-376-0691, or visit my website.
Perfect. Karin, again, thank you so much for coming in this morning. Make sure that if you've always dreamed of living here in the Vail Valley, this is the perfect way to do it. Start with a fractional residency, fall in love, and then buy a beautiful dream home from Karin at England Volkers. Coming up next, we've got a little more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Oakley, the official eyewear, goggle, and helmet sponsor of Vail Resorts.
All right, one final weather report for you before we let you get out there and enjoy the ski slopes today. And taking a peek at that hourly forecast to start things off for this Monday, hopefully the first day of what's going to be an incredible spring break to all our visitors that just arrived in town. Things starting off around 17 degrees at 8 a.m. They're going to climb to around 30 by noon before topping off at 36 degrees later on this afternoon. And as a result of the daylight savings day time change yesterday. We are expecting sunset to be occurring right around 6:50, 6:55 this evening. Great to see that light lasting a little bit longer than we had. If you'll notice, the chance of precipitation right around 50 to 55%, likely just in trace amounts of snow. Shouldn't really have any larger precipitation gathering over us. As we're taking a peek at the moisture map here, you can just kind of see little flits of blue moisture cruising up over Colorado, so that's why nothing too big to be expected in terms of precipitation. And look ahead into that 5-day forecast now. Tomorrow, Tuesday, another dry day, temps as high as 47 degrees. We do expect a storm that's been brewing kind of around the New Mexico, Arizona, and Mexico border to move north up into our zone on Wednesday and Thursday. Our friends at Open Snow are saying potentially 7 to 12 inches out of that storm. And then we get to the weekend, Friday and Saturday, with big time bluebird skies. Really great warm conditions. We're going to start seeing that spring slush skiing that we are so famous for here in the valley, happening just about a week or so, I would say. And thanks to Oakley for sponsoring this weather, the official eyewear, helmet, and goggle sponsor of Vail Resorts. And coming up next, we've just got a little bit more Good Morning Vail left in store for you.
Yo, check this out. Get up, you're embarrassing us.
Welcome to the block party.
That's cold. Mountain Dew Ice, the clear, refreshing lemon lime dew.
First Chair is brought to you by Sun and Ski, your new mountain sports headquarters.
All right, we're starting to see a little bit of sunshine pop through the clouds, so it's appropriate. This is brought to you by Sun and Ski. And looking across over toward the east part of Beaver Creek, right here you can see Allie's cabin. And Allie was kind of considered the first lady of Beaver Creek. Pretty cool. She has survived a lot of tragedy. Her dad passed away. He was on the police force and he was killed in the line of duty. And then she married her first husband, who was also an officer of the law, and he was killed on Main Street over in Leadville over a court case. This up-and-coming young lawyer just disagreed with his decisions about this particular court case, and so he killed him. And it was just, really big deal. 2,000 people came to his funeral, including his brother George. And so his brother came, and he happened to be a farmer here at Beaver Creek, so he rescued Allie and her young son and brought them here. And so together they started the first post office. They were one of the eighth couple to get married here. So eventually they got married, and then they also started the first schoolhouse. So that's why that is named Allie's Cabin. And they have exclusive breakfasts and first tracks programs throughout the season there at Allie's. And listen, the light is really flat out here this morning, so bring those low light lenses, but the conditions are really, really good. So come on out, take some turns.
Hi guys, I'm Brett with the Beaver Creek Guest Service Team. And just a friendly reminder, when you're coming into the lift lines, keep it nice and slow and in control. And as always, let's alternate, because we all want to get up and have fun and enjoy the sun and the snow.
The reason TV8 does such a great job for us is it reaches our demographic. So everyone from the Vail Valley right there to the Front Range. We actually feel its impact in sales. We see it from the variety of people that are recognizing us, and we thank you so much, TV8.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
That was fun.
It was a great episode of Good Morning Vail. A lot of good things happening today, and a lot of great information about staying safe out there, especially with the conditions that we've been having.
Yeah, definitely. It was good to have Dan come on and just go through not only backcountry safety, but also inbound safety. Try not to ski alone when you're out there with your spring break buddies this week. Like you said, it's more fun to be in a group and watch people tomahawk and just have a good time. Also saw a great property from Engel and Volkers at the Sebastian in Vail. I love that place.
I know, and it's a perfect location a week now and then a week in August. And August is like the perfect time to be out here. If you've never spent any time out here in the summer, you talked a little bit about great summer activities that happen in Beaver Creek, and there are some great ones that take place in Vail as well.
Prime mountain biking all summer long. If you love mountain biking, you definitely want to be here in the summer. Now's the time to plan that vacation. And coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Vail, we're going to have Walking Mountain Science Center in the studio and Eagle County Animal Shelter,
as well as SOS Outreach and Youth 365, which is pretty awesome because it really, really helps our youth here in the Valley make sure that they get out and enjoy the mountains that we have.
All right, tune in tomorrow live starting at 7 a.m. and get out there and make the most of this fabulous Monday.
Hey, this is Glenn Plake, and when I'm not out sliding around on my sticks, I'm watching TV8 Vail.